Good boy, Tucker.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome.
Work smarter where you want.
Consistency is key.
And remember, if it's not in Redtail, it never happened.
This is learning at its most fun.
Welcome, everybody, to another Thursday webinar. Today, our topic is going to be another Redtail Essentials on mail merge. So what we're going to be covering today is I'm going to show you all of the pre-populated places where you can run a mail merge within Redtail and also how to create one of your own. I'm also going to show you a few things where we've created templates for you as well, so you can easily access those, and the help documentation that supports that. So first, what I want to talk about is what is actually a mail merge. And that is when you take in Redtail, essentially, a group of contacts or even just one contact record and send it over to a Word document, and it automatically populates certain fields that are available in that. So if you want to fill out like their first and last name and a letter, so for instance, if you're sending the same letter out to multiple clients, you don't have to do it one by one. You can actually select a group of contacts and then have each letter fill out individually for that. So over in the CRM, where we already have pre-populated letters and envelopes and things like that are going to be either in the contact or in bulk. I first want to start with on the bulk level. So if I'm going to come over and I want to just click on contacts on the left-hand side, you can do this in many different ways. You can pull up a search, like a tag group, even list them off by status category. But when you're on the search page, you have the ability to actually select multiple clients. So as long as I select at least one, I'm just going to select a few people here that I want to run the same letter for. Once they're selected, I have the option to choose contact options in the top right. Once I select contact options, you'll see I have labels and mail merges. Now, if I select mail merges, it then gives me another drop down to where I can choose what I want to run. Now, the two pre-populated items here are the quick envelope, which is going to show just an envelope size number 10, and it'll have the actual name of the contact record and their primary address. It also does the same thing for a quick letter, so it'll bring up just a blank document. So that's if you want to, normally those are used for like a one-off letter, so you don't have to pre-populate their address. You'll also notice below those is we have more templates. These are what we're going to show you how to create today. So if you're not familiar with how to create a mail merge template that's very specific to your business, we're going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to take one step back. Let's actually go into a contact record too, because you don't have to always do mail merges in bulk. Once I'm on Elizabeth, so I'm going to click on her name, I can come in the top right-hand corner and you're going to see the common tasks icon. When I click on that, it then gives me also another option to run a mail merge. And from here, I have the same list. So I can do a quick envelope or a quick letter. That's going to be useful, again, if I just want to type off a letter so I can mail to Elizabeth. Now, again, mail merge is specifically going to open it up in Microsoft Word or Word for Mac, depending on what you're using. And so you can print it out and then mail off the letter. So if you'd like to create a mail merge, what you want to do is actually open up Microsoft Word. I'm actually going to jump over to this page. I've already started building it out, but I have Microsoft Word open. Once it's there, you can add pictures, you can add border, you can decide however you want that letter to be. We've created this whole Be a Hero event that we're doing. You'll see we have a nice photo of here with all these dogs and they're set up for Halloween masks, looks like. And then below that, we have the letter we're actually going to be sending. You'll notice I already have a few filled out of our mail merge fields, address 1, address 2, and address 3. So I've started already to build the address block. But above that, if I want to actually put like the actual who I'm addressing, like the family name or even the first name, what I want to do is first select where you want your cursor to be. So I'm just going to space this down, and I want the family name field for all the contacts to show right above the address block here. And to first start to actually add a merge field, there is quite a bit of process. And keep in mind, it is slightly different depending on the version of Microsoft Word that you have. But the biggest thing you want to remember is look for the tab that says Insert up at the top. And then you want to find the option that says Quick Parts. So mine over here is on the right-hand side. So I select Quick Parts. And then from that dropdown, I'm going to select the one that says Field, ... Once you select that, you'll notice I have all these categories. Now to narrow it down, I'm just going to choose this drop down and select mail merge. And then I'm going to choose my field name. This specific one, I'm going to choose merge field. And then I have the ability to move to the next spot over where it says field name. And this is where I type in what I want that field name to be. Now I'm going to type in family name, no spaces. I'm going to leave the format as none and just hit OK. And that's going to automatically populate the family name merge field right above that address block. Now, again, I'd have to do this for the address block 1, 2, and 3 in order for it to populate correctly each time. So you'll see there's a lot of wash, rinse, and repeat to make sure you're adding those fields. Now, I do want to point out that you always want to have all three addresses. So address 1, address 2, address 3, mainly because if you skip one out, and even if you don't have an apartment number on all of your contacts, there's a possibility it won't run correctly. But keep in mind, if there is no address 2, address 3 automatically pops up and there's going to be no space missing. So it's always going to fill it out correctly as long as you do address 1, address 2, and address 3 in a row just like that. Now below this, I also want to put the greeting, and I want to address it to the nickname of the contact record I want to do because I want to be a little more personable. And I also want to add the spouse's name in there as well. Now, keep in mind, if I were to add those merge fields and then put the word and in between them, if there is no spouse, I don't want it just to be hanging out there. So I'm going to show you a trick to make conditional words appear depending on if a field is available or not. Now, if you're also wondering, where do I find all of these different available merge fields? What you can do is go to our help desk. And to do that, I'm going to go to the question mark in the CRM to the top right-hand corner and choose Redtail Help Desk. From here in the top right, when you go to search, just type in mail merge fields. I'm going to hit enter. And the first document right here says mail merge fields. I can open it up. It gives you the instructions. It even says exactly what I did about address 1, 2, and 3. And then here's all the common merge fields that you can use. Now you'll notice there's no spaces on any of these. It's also, you'll see that there's capitalization, things like that. Luckily enough, it is not case sensitive. So it can be all lowercase if you want. But what we're going to look for is we're going to use the next one of nickname first name. The reason we're going to use that is we want to use the nickname if one is available. But if the contact record selected doesn't have a nickname, it's going to automatically fill out their first name. You'll notice the same is for spouse nickname first name as well. So that's one of the longer fields, but it's really beneficial because I want to be more personable by using the nickname if we have it filled out, and if not, make sure it fills out their first name correctly. So I'm going to jump back over to our Word document. And what I'm going to put here is I'm going to put my cursor exactly where I want the next merge field to be. Then back up at the top, insert. To the right, I'm going to choose quick parts, then field from the dropdown. Make sure the category is selected on mail merge. And then I'm going to select merge field one more time. And now in the field name, I'm going to type in nickname first name, no spaces. All right, so nickname first name all right there, and hit OK. Perfect. Now, normally if I just wanted to send to this one person, I can just put the comma and I'm ready to go. But remember, I want to put a conditional and in the spouse's name to go in afterwards. So I'm going to remove that comma and I'm going to actually keep the cursor right up against there. I'm not going to do a space yet because I only want that space to be conditional if a spouse is there. So cursor's right at the end of there. I go to insert, quick parts, field, mail merge, and then select merge field. And now I'm going to type in spouse, nickname, first name. It's a long one. Make sure you spell it correctly and there's no spaces. And now the conditional part. Over to the right, right here, it says text to be inserted before. I'm going to check that box. And then to the right of that, I can do space and space. So that's going to make that whole section conditional depending on whether or not there's a spouse name. You'll notice I can also do text to be inserted after. So there's a few different options you can do so you can make this mail merge very specific to yourself. Now I have nickname first name here for the spouse and then the conditional space and space. I hit OK. And now that pops in. And when I click it, you'll see this is all one merge field. So again, if there is no spouse on a selected contact record, it will not pull the spouse name and it will not show the and. So now I can actually put the comma right at the end, and that comma will jet all the way down right after this first nickname, and we'll show you how that goes. Once you've decided what you want in your letter, you fill that out, you set it up. The next thing you want to do is save your document. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to choose Save As, and then make sure you're saving this at a place where you know. So I can hit, we're saving this, the Be a Hero letter. I'm going to save that. Already exists, so yes, I'm going to replace it. And now that is saved to my computer. Now, what I want to do is upload that as a mail merge template in Redtail. So I'm going to go back over to the CRM. And then to get to the mail merge templates, I'm going to go to my name in the top right, then select Manage Your Account. Once you're on the Manage Your Account page, under the Manage Templates, I can choose Mail Merge Templates. And now it shows all the ones I already have set up. And over to the right-hand side, I can select the files that I want. You can drag and drop and put them right here, or you can just hit the blue Add Files button. Once you choose that, I'm going to then select the document I want and hit Open. And then I'm going to hit Start Upload. And that's going to upload that as now an available template. Now, once you upload it, it's going to be available for anybody in your database. So you can upload like just a letterhead if you want, so anybody has the ability to use it whenever they need. Now, if you do need to make a change to this document, you're going to want to choose the action button and hit download, and then make your changes. And remember, you have to re-upload it because it's not a word processor. Redtail doesn't have a word processor built in. You have to make the changes in a word processor like Microsoft Word or Word for Mac. And then you have the ability to re-upload it again, and you can then rerun your mail merge after you've made those changes. Now, let's go ahead, now that we have it uploaded, and let's run that mail merge. I'm actually going to use a quick list. So I'm going to choose my recently viewed icon here in the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to choose my quick list, and we're going to run our AAA 500K plus head of household. So what this is showing me is just a quick list of all of my active AAA clients who have $500,000 or more and are marked as the head of household. You'll see I have 6 contact records. I'm going to select all. Now, if this number is over 50, make sure you choose the underline right here. To the right-hand side, I'm going to choose Contact Options and then Mail Merges. Now in this dropdown, you'll see I have that Be a Hero one that we just uploaded. I select it. You'll also notice I can check this box to save a note. So if I check that, I can type in a note, and as soon as I run this, all 6 of those contacts will have a note made in their contact record. I can even choose the category of what I want that to be. So I can put set invite to charity event. And I'll fix my spelling. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to choose my category. We have a custom one just called Mail Merge Sent. I'm going to select that. And then I run the mail merge. Once you hit run mail merge, it's going to download. And then depending on, again, how many contacts you have or how large that file is, might take a little bit of a time. And then once it's downloaded, you can then open it up. So we'll give that just a moment. Now, keep in mind, you can do mail merge for quite a few things, like just a letter. You can do it for actual labels themselves. So if we don't have labels that you want to use, you can create them yourself. You can even do name tags, and I'll show you some templates that we already have for those too. So now that my document is downloaded, I'm going to click on it, open it up. You'll see it opens up here. Let me make this a little larger for everybody. We'll go to 200% here. And now I'm going to scroll down, and now you'll see I have things like, hi, Jenny and Fred. But above that, there's no family name. So what I want to check is, it looks like I might have put something in incorrectly because the family name isn't there. So let's go and check, see what we did. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of this. We'll exit here. We'll go back to our document. Ah, here we go, right there. Family name, I forgot the Y. So again, like I said, if you make a mistake, I can delete it. I got to re-add it. So to do that, we go to Insert, Quick Parts, Field, Mail Merge, Merge Field, and let's do family name. It's very important to spell things correctly. And hit OK. What I'm going to do is we're going to save that one more time. So let's save. Perfect. And now let's go back to our templates. Manage your account. Mail merge templates. Because I already saved it, I'm going to delete this one because we don't want to have duplicates. Now I'm going to add files one more time. So we're going to choose our Be a Hero document, open it up, start that upload, and that'll be ready to go. Now with the actual spelling, it's definitely fine to laugh at me. I am a horrible speller, although I should have known to add a Y in family. So that's re-uploaded. I'm going to run that quick list again. So recently viewed, choose my quick lists, AAA, 500K plus had a household. We're going to select all 6 contact records, contact options, mail merges, and then select the drop down, Be a Hero, and then run that mail merge. And so you'll notice, again, as long as you have it saved on your desktop, if you make a mistake, it's pretty easy and fast to re-upload, make those changes, then re-upload it, so you get exactly what you want. I've seen a lot of people who have just went through and changed the actual mistakes and things that they needed to one by one after it's open. So now let's open this document itself. And we'll take a look, see if we spelled everything correctly, see how everything's set up now. All right, again, we'll give that a minute while it's opening. And I do want to remind you, there's lots of different ways things you can use for mail merge. A lot of people, if you want to send out letters, like maybe you're moving offices, holiday letters, you can even do greeting cards. Anything that you create in Microsoft Word, you have the ability to actually create it and then send it as a mail merge, so you can do things in bulk. That's a huge benefit, to be able to do things in bulk and not always one by one. All right, so now let me make this larger. Perfect. So now we have the investor family. It filled out correctly now. It says, "Hi, Jenny and Fred." We can see how nice that is. We have Henry Jones and Marion Ravenwood. Because that family name is freeform text, you can have that addressed as you want. Now right here, you'll see Henry is his first name. Indiana is his nickname. His nickname filled out perfectly. The family name up here was Henry Jones, but the nickname is Indiana. Also, we got the Kent family. Right here, the Matthews family. Now, if you notice that maybe an address doesn't populate, there could be a few different reasons. If it doesn't populate on all of your contacts, most likely address 1, address 2, and address 3 could have been spelled wrong, exactly like I just did for the family. Or it could be they don't have an address, but the most likely and most common issue that comes up is if an address doesn't pull, is that there's no primary address for the contact record. All right, so if you need a primary address for it to pull, so we have right here Mr. Wayne, hi Batman, we know his actual nickname there. Same thing. Okay, hi Ricky Redtail, there's no address. Those are because there's no primary address marked in the contact record. So best practices, make sure you always have at least one, or at least a primary address marked for each contact record. Now, once I have this, I can print them out. I'm going to exit out, and I do want to show you where the primary, you can mark it. So let's actually go into the Corey and Topanga right here. So I believe, okay, so right here, there is no actual home address. So we're going to need to create a home address. And when you add that and choose addresses, the address type, even if you select mailing, you still need to make sure that this is primary box is selected. If that is not selected, it's not going to pull for a mail merge. So the address type up here, home, mailing, other, or work, does not affect what gets sent in the mail merges. The only thing that affects what address pulls is going to be this is primary checkbox right down here. All right, so a few other things I did want to show was that we have already created some templates that are going to be available for you to download. And so to get those, I'm actually going to go to our help desk again. And so when you're on the main help desk page, You click right here where it says Redtail CRM, the dog in the hammock. Love that photo. Then on this page, you're going to scroll down and we have a whole section on mail merge. And so right here, you can just click on the mail merge tab. And then you'll see the first 4 on here are all different templates. So for instance, I can click on the mail merge letter templates, and then these are already available. So here's one that actually just has all merge fields. So what's great about this is you can download this and then copy and paste them into your own document, so you don't have to go through all those different tabs of clicking insert, quick parts field, mail merge, merge field. That's a lot of clicking. So we have this available for you to download, and that's all available merge fields. We have just a regular like all contact info one that you can download, and just different styles of letters. So feel free and download these. You can make the changes that you want specific to your office, and then you can upload them into your own database. Also, if I take a step back, you'll notice we have mail merge card templates. So if you want to do things like happy birthday, happy anniversary, we got a graduate congratulations right there. A lot of different options. So I'm highly suggesting go into our Redtail help desk, into the mail merge section, and take a look at all the different templates we've created and that are going to be available for you. A few other places you can run mail merges other than in bulk and on the contact card, or the contact card itself, is in a seminar. So when you go to any of your seminars, and then from this page, for instance, if we have like this holiday event coming up, I can choose the action button next to it, and you'll see right here, I have mail merge. And I can select that, and then I can choose the exact same templates that we have available. So again, you can always run mail merge in bulk, individually on each contact record through the common tasks, or coming into the seminar section and then running them from the main seminar page.
Thanks so much for joining us today for this particular session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 800-206-5030, option 3 for support, or just shoot us an email over to support@redtailtechnology.com. Thanks a lot and have a great day.